It's time for some news in FFBE, so let's get right into it with the known issues update. Okay, there's quite a few here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, get on it. Come on. Okay, so this is the banner this week, and as a lot of you have probably read on Reddit already, it's assumed to be a skip week because these units got pushed back and we're growing ever closer to the Final Fantasy VII banner, which changes everything. There's power creep. Sephiroth and Tifa are really good. So it means that if you want to use these units, just hope you get them on some off-banner pulls in the future, because at the end of the day, the way you play gacha games is you pull or just play with the units that you like. At least that's the way that I play. So we have Guardian Blade Charlotte and Emperor Vlad, who looks really cool in my opinion. I really like his staff. Pretty pumped about that. There's all your typical summoning bonuses, and then we've got the units themselves. Charlotte has a pretty cool Brave Shift where she's dual wielding there, and she is an attacker through and through. She gets that perfect Brave Shift, and then her STMR is really interesting. It's really just for her because it does have a very high attack stat, but then it has this not just defense, and it really bugs me that these aren't capitalized. But what this does, it gives just a flat boost, 700 attack and 700 spirit, and that goes for any Charlotte that equips this. So this is really cool. So the spirit is for the magic tanking version of Charlotte's. So I wonder if the NVA Charlotte will, maybe be even better or more viable as a magic tank with this. But her TMR looks really good too. So boost attack, spirit, and LB damage by 50%. Just super super flexible. If you can put this on whichever unit needs some filling out, seems like a handy thing to have. Again, not to pull for, but if you pull her, easy choice to get your TMR Moogles on her and then get that TMR out of it. And then otherwise, here's the VC that her and Vlad will share, and at least this one has both stats. So it has magic and attack stats, which is fine. And then her abilities, she's an ice attacker. She's going to be able to do some imperiling and do some ice damage, I guess, here, but also reduce lightning and wind resistances as well. So there's some utility there. Then with Vlad, and I don't know Vlad that well, except that that he is a very interesting caster, and that he's very specific the way you have to work with him, because he has a 4-turn cooldown, and he only gets to be in his Brave Shift for a certain amount of time. And that's kind of what's interesting about Brave Shifts. So like some Brave Shifts where you just flip between 2 rolls, that's fine, whatever. Like you don't need a time limit because this unit can do 2 things, and it's kind of cool to be able to swap between them. But then I kind of think it's cool when a unit has a specific rotation, and it's like you need to optimize and like figure out how to best use the time that you have in the Brave Shift to do like a bunch of damage or whatever you need to do in that time. And maybe someone dies or whatever, and then it throws stuff off, or maybe that's really frustrating, I don't know. But anyway, I think that's a cool way to do Brave Shift, because a lot of people have had perfect Brave Shifts lately, and I say this, but I'd also be furious if my Edward Elric had and Alphonse had a cooldown, so whatever. Okay, so his STMR is definitely just, it's pretty basic. Like, I don't think it's a very good rod compared to some of the other ones, because it doesn't have, like, it has this magic boost. This could be pretty good, but otherwise, I mean, it depends, because if he has a skill that does it anyway, then whatever. But the TMR, boost dark resist 40, seems fine, and then equipment magic 100%. It's a pretty big buff to equipment magic, so if you need to fill that out, that could be, but you have to be true wielding though for that. Okay, awesome. Then he gets the same VC, of course, and has some abilities. We're also going to have an event dungeon, the Unbound Offensive, and this is going to be a Grand Shalt story, which is very cool. And one of the monsters is none other than Vlad, the Emperor of Aldor, who was defeated by Rain last while, and the others. Why is he like part of this? Okay, I guess we'll find out. So anyway, you can get some stuff here, including some more slot tokens, which is so cool because I know everybody universally loves pulling on the slots and has no problem with the rates or anything like that. So more slots, happier population, right? So lots of rewards here, and then you can get some stuff. Here's another point of contention for the masses. You can get some equipment for Xyle, who's not coming out, and he was actually a pretty cool MVA that in JP apparently had some very good utility as a supporter, and we don't know what's going on with that. Maybe Zald's going to come out later, or maybe not at all. I really don't know, so that's kind of a shame. He seemed like a very unique unit, very unique sprite, that's for sure. So that's kind of a bummer. So just some equipment that you can get. The Xyle cannon, obviously, for Xyle, that gets upgraded, and then the flag. This is what I love. His NVA, he's holding this cannon flag, and I think that it's just unreal that there is a cannon flag at all. So just some random stuff that you can get, and it's a Mog King event, so here's all your bonus units. You can see that the new units are there, so that's really cool that we can use them, but of course the banner units are the way to go. We're also going to get a daily bonus challenge, and if you do this, it's going to give you some recipe and materials to craft some more stuff. So if you wanted to upgrade the Charlotte's sword, then you can definitely do that. And then this sword is also, I guess, for Charlotte, and that's, I guess, for her dual wielding side. But again, it gives you some attack and some spirit too. And then we'll have some Challenge of the Braves coming back as well. And I'm really stoked for this Mercy of Magic Tech one, because I need to upgrade my Terra. So here's a closer look at the new Vision card, as well as another one joining the regular pool. So you can see here, this is probably from the story that we're getting this week. And then this will actually, it's going to give you some attack and magic. It's going to give you attack and magic on the abilities, and it's going to give you LB damage if you're an FFBE unit on the level 10 ability. So this is truly applicable to magic and to attackers. It's not the the best VC around, but it's definitely versatile. So it couldn't hurt to have one of these lying around. Especially, I guess, no, but it's very specific for a rod for magic, so a lot of the hybrid units wouldn't use this anyway. And then we're getting this other VC, Tomo versus Gravy. I know I pronounced that wrong, but it doesn't look that good. So there's some human killer, but it's a really small amount. And then attack 20% is also very small. Attack 80 is very small. This doesn't seem that good. It looks more like it's a filler card. Of course, we're going to have a unit intro quest, and this one's awesome because there's a really cool CG with it, so look forward to that. And man, you look at this turtle. You want this turtle. We'll also have a Chronicle battle coming back in Xeno of the Beta Star. He is super cool. Gonna be fighting him. And I guess this is the cool thing about this is that you get the True Purple Lightning, which is an upgraded sword for Laswell, for a bunch of Laswells, but for our our Neo Vision Laswell. And holy, look at this. So just for Laswell, he's gonna get the damage limit for various chains by 200%, so that's big. LB damage by 50%, and then another 750 attack and magic added on. So seems like a pretty significant buff if you have Laswell. And then you can also get this item upgraded, and then it has something for Charlotte specifically, where she can get some equipment attack if she is dual wielding, or if she is single wielding, or one weapon is equipped in both hands. So this will work in both of her forms, and will also give her some resistances. So then we have our treasure summons that you can do / won't do. Of course, we have the exchange shop that will have various equipment available as well. Nothing here that looks too wild for me. And then we have the login bonus, where you can get some shards for these units that you won't pull. And finally, there is the good old maintenance in place to give you a well-deserved rest from the game. So enjoy your time during the maintenance, or you can just sit and stare at your phone until the game comes back. All right, so that's going to be it for the news. Hopefully that was useful for you to hear me talk about it. And if it was, let me know in the comments if you're excited for this banner, or if you're just excited for Sephiroth and Tifa and you're going to keep saving. And then otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Feel free to join us on my Discord to talk more about FFBE. We have an FFBE specific channel, and it's growing by the day. So more and more people joining in there, more new players. It's awesome. Come and join us. Super friendly environment. All right. We'll see you all in the next video.